Welcome to Plant Cell Institution, the prestigious college that has turned out some of the world's greatest organelles.
I'm planning to run towards my dreams in these halls, learning to work with other cells and keep my organism working properly.
The only way to achieve this is by passing this dreaded interview.
Dreaded interview in which I will be asked multiple questions by Mr. Nucleus himself. However, this is the only way that I will be known
to the rest of the world as the number one organelle to exist. We have received news that the entrance exam for Plant Cell Institution has been modified in the sense that some students can actually now take it virtually.
This is Mr. Nucleus. Just wanted to let you guys know that you guys should know your interview partners.
What's up, Vacuole? I'm Cytoskeleton. Nice to meet you.
Hey Cytoskeleton, it's nice to meet you too actually. And I think that we're going to be called in a very short while. So before we do get called, I just want to wish you good luck, and I know that you'll do your best too.
Thanks, dude. Good luck to you, man. I hope we both get in. So now have a...
Hey mitochondria, it's great that you're the power cell of the cell and everything, but your interview's over right now. Let's see. Yep, that's it. Cytoskeleton and Vacuole, if you guys can come this way. Sure. Well, this is it. No redos. Time to carve my path to becoming my best self.
How are you doing? Thank you for having me, Mr. Nucleus.
I know the stress that you guys are in right now, so I'll try to lighten up the mood by telling you guys a joke. How does that sound?
Why not?
Recently I watched a movie with oxygen and potassium as the main characters. The movie was okay. Get it? Because the chemical symbols for oxygen and potassium are O and K respectively.
Definitely haven't heard that joke 100 times before.
Before we really start the interview, I want to wish you guys the best of luck and want you guys to know that whether or not you pass this interview, both of you are wonderful students. In regards to answering my questions, you guys can pick any order you want. Most of my students actually prefer to go alternating, so one of you guys can go first and then you guys can go so forth and so on. Why did you guys apply to Plant Cell Institution instead of Animal Cell University?
Although my abilities could be used in both cells, I believe that it is better used for the plant cell. Since my abilities are to keep everything in shape, I can do my job efficiently and better in the plant cell since the walls are already sturdy and it will be easier for me to link up everything.
Although I consider both locations extremely phenomenal, I consider myself to be a better student at Plant Cell University due to the fact that I'll probably be more resourceful. Additionally, since I'm the sole vacuole of the cell, I'll probably gain more attention than that of my older brother who attends Animal Cell University. How will you guys be able to help out the cell? In other words, what are your main functions? Oftentimes, I'm only referred to as a type of storage system that can take in materials such as proteins and lets them go when the time is right. Although I am very capable of doing this, I can also retain turgor pressure against the cell wall. The plant cell, which is actually known for its box-like shape, can actually shrink if I'm not present. The plant cell can actually also starve in a sense if I'm not present, due to my ability to retain nutrients within the cell. For all the reasons that I am given, I'm actually the perfect candidate to become a vacuole within the plant cell.
On top of being able to support all the structure in the cell, I will also be able to support all the organelles in the cell and help with the movement of it.
Are there any people that you work particularly well with?
As a cytoskeleton, I work well with organelles that help with movement and structure. These organelles would be like the vacuole, the flagella, and the cilia.
So as I said before, I'm capable of storing many materials, and one of the main materials that I store are proteins. So these proteins are actually transported to me by my very good friend Rafiar. So in my case, these proteins are actually transported directly to me. Are there anything that you guys would like to tell me about yourselves in order for me to fully grade your interviews?
You should know that I have many train tracks set up and that there will be constant movement throughout the cells to be able to move, and there will also be lots of intermediate films to help keep the cell structured. I will also be keeping all the organelles in place so that none of them leave their areas. I will have 3 sets of filaments, the intermediate filaments, the microtubules, and the microfilaments set up everywhere in the cell. The intermediate filaments will help secure the nucleus, keeping you safe. The microtubules will guide transport vesicles, and the microfilaments are contracting muscle cells.
I can actually maintain pH levels. Within my workspace, the cytoplasm, I can actually keep it rather acidic so that the enzymes around me or within the plant cell itself can break down the materials or substances that it has to break down. Last question. How will both of you work together for the well-being of the cell? I could definitely answer this question first, and then Cytoskeleton can add on any information that he'd like to afterwards. So as I've already said before, I'm actually one of the least known organelles within the cell itself. I could probably throw in Cytoskeleton within this category too. However, this does not mean that we do not play an important role within the cell itself. We are actually one of the reasons that the plant cell is considered a plant cell, in the sense that we are important for structure.
If me and the vacuole were put together, I would be able to keep him in place, considering he would be the only vacuole and will be very big, and he can also help support me in movement. So I think it's a win-win.
Thank you guys for all of your cooperation, and I just want to tell you that your results should be up in 4 weeks. Hey Cytoskeleton and Vacuole, I hope this message finds you doing well on this rather chilly day. And I just wanted to inform you that you guys have indeed found yourselves a seat in plant cell institutions. Although I have indeed passed this interview, there's still many more things that I've yet to learn.